Spend one day with me and I bet I can help you reach 100,000 people, get 30 brand new leads and make 50 times your initial investment back in less than 3 months. Did you like my hook? By the way, this is actually what I help recruiters achieve in real life. So that is a real hook because I teach recruiters how they can build personal brands on LinkedIn with the goal of generating leads every single day. In this video, I will teach you how you can create compelling post hooks for LinkedIn to get yourself noticed, position yourself as an industry authority and generate leads off the back of it. If you don't know what I mean by a post hook, then you need to know. You know on LinkedIn where you see that first line and then you have to click on the see more button to see the rest? That first line that you see is the hook. If during your hooks you're making claims like the one that I did as my hook at the start of this video, people are going to listen to what you have to say because they want that outcome. Think about it. Would you rather listen to me say, spend one day with me and I bet I can help you reach 100,000 people, get 30 brand new leads and make 50 times your initial investment back in less than 3 months? Or would you rather read, learn how to build your personal brand today? People do not come to me to learn personal branding or to spend their days making lovely posts. That's just additional work. Recruiters come to me because they want to get seen by tens of thousands of people a month. They want to generate dozens of leads a month. They want to ensure that their content strategy actually converts and they want to add an additional 6 figures to their annual billing. People come to me to automate their time and generate leads at mass scale. Recruiters don't have time to spend all day making one-on-one business development calls and spraying and praying and just praying and begging that someone listens for more than 7 seconds. There's recruiters out there that are creating one post a day and they're getting dozens of leads on LinkedIn. And that post is literally taking them 15 minutes. So look, it's up to you. If you want to cold call 50 times a day, knock yourself out, but that is not my approach. Now, something you need to note as well is your clients and candidates don't come to you because they want to register with you or they want you to take in their job brief. Think about it. Your clients come to you because they have a gap that they need filling. They need your expertise. They need your access to talent or they need your time to headhunt. Your candidates come to you because they're probably miserable, burnt out, or they hate their boss and they want you to help transform their career by putting them in touch with amazing opportunities or businesses that can give them everything that they want. Why is this important to mention now in a video about writing content or creating post hooks? Well, the reason is because recruiters are so fluffy with the content they post on LinkedIn and they don't know how to hook their audience. They don't know how to tell them the result, the outcome, or the transformation that their audience will get if they partner with them. Most people are just regurgitating facts. They don't know how to hook their audience enough to actually convert them into leads. Most people post just like same content as everyone else. You know, it's ChatGPT related or job tips or interview advice, for example, but that's information based. Your audience doesn't want more information. Billions of pieces of information get posted online every day. And if they want interview tips, they'll just Google it. They want results. That's why they're going to work with you. So what you need to be doing is hooking them in and showing them the results that they will get as a result of working with you. Now, let me give you another example of what I mean by hook. And by the way, I actually have a guide which you can download right now. I'll leave a link in the description, which will give you the 48 highest performing hooks that you can possibly use. All you need to do is download the copy and you can literally copy and paste these. I'll give you full permission to take my hooks. That's what they're there for, but you can utilize them as the first line before any post. And I guarantee you will increase your impressions massively. Now, going back to the example that I want to give you, let's just say that you recruit finance managers. What do you think your finance manager would rather see? Hook 1. Here are my top 5 interview tips for finance managers. Hook number 2. 99% of finance managers have no idea that this is the one interview hack that gets them hired every single time. Here's how you join the 1% club. Can you see how much more compelling and engaging that is? Which post do you think more finance managers are going to read? Post 1 or post 2? Don't forget as well, you're also positioning your message in a way where your knowledge is unique because what you know is in the 1%. Other recruiters aren't positioning themselves in that way. They're not positioning themselves as an authority. So people aren't perceiving them as an authority. They're perceiving them as just another recruiter. Now, here's another example of writing a compelling hook. What do you think your audience is going to prefer? Let's just say I recruit IT this time. Hook 1. Here's what remote workers are looking for. Hook 2. Here's the 5 things every IT manager needs to know if they're worried about their role being outsourced and how you can avoid it. Again, can you see how hook 2 is far more compelling? IT professionals are so much more likely to read that one. And the fact that I've called out my target audience being IT professionals, they know that I'm talking to them. They immediately resonate visually then I'm showing I understand and I'm addressing one of their major pain points or worries, and I'm giving them advice on that and how to avoid. So just that one line itself sends out a message that subconsciously just resonates with your audience. And this is all about sales psychology as well. This isn't about just posting and hoping for the best. There's psychology behind this. There's something I'm obsessed with at the moment, and that's called neuromarketing. So everything that I teach has the foundations of neuromarketing and sales psychology. It's not actually about what you're saying. It's about how others are receiving your message. Now, this is why hooks are so powerful. In fact, hooks get seen 5 times more often than the body of the post. This is a statistic from LinkedIn. So guys, this is not optional. This is literally critical to your success if you are building a personal brand on LinkedIn. If you're spending hours and hours making content, but you're not using hooks, it literally just won't be seen, or it'll be seen by a very small amount of people. And that's not what you want. You want to maximize your return, build as much brand awareness as possible, and therefore generate more leads off it. If you haven't already, don't forget to download my free guide, which is the 48 scroll stopping hooks guide, which are the highest converting hooks. Like I said, just copy and paste your favorites and off you go. It's that simple. Now, in case you're wondering what's the perfect formula to writing a compelling hook, here's what you need to know. Firstly, you need to address a challenge, a pain point, or a desire of your target audience. What do they struggle with, or what do they want? As I mentioned before, people don't relate to your message because it's information-based. They relate to you because they feel heard, seen, or understood by you. This is the hack that no one else is teaching, but it's the hack that makes the biggest difference between whether or not you convert your audience into leads. The second thing that you need to know is that your hook needs to either directly tell them or allude to the fact that if they read your post, they will have their problem solved. You are positioning yourself as the solution to their problem in a very subtle, non-salesy way. You need to do this straight away, and this is why the hook's so important. It needs to be clear, concise, and have direct language. No buzzwords or fluff in your hook. Tell your audience what they will get from that post. The third thing is that you need to be a little bit extra. Controversial hooks do very, very well. But if you're new to posting, that's going 0 to 100 real quick. So you're probably terrified by that, which is understandable. What I recommend is that you download the hooks guide and use the easier ones first that aren't too controversial. Ease yourself into it and then aspire to get a bit more out there. You know, as well, if you buy a magazine, it's just in a shop in the store and they have these crazy titles and it's, you know, outrageous title, it's a bit dramatic. That's ultimately the same principle. Now, your absolute number one goal with the hook is to capture attention and get your audience to stop scrolling. You're not solving their problem at this point, you're getting them to stop scrolling so that they actually hit see more. The way that the algorithm works is that time spent on posts. So for example, people that read your post, the algorithm can tell if they've been on it for 2 seconds or 20 seconds, for example. The longer, the better. You need to keep people on your posts as long as possible. In order to keep them on your post, they need to hit see more. And when people hit see more, LinkedIn deems that as a relevant post as well. So if you pair that with your call to action at the end of the post to gain momentum with your engagement as well, you've just built a brand awareness and lead generation machine. It really is a strategy when it comes to personal branding. If you're not converting, it's because you don't have the right strategy. Now, which types of posts can you use hooks in? Well, hooks can be text-based posts, text-only posts, posts with images, videos, carousels, or to be honest, any type of content. Even if you are more advanced in your personal branding journey and you're hosting live webinars, for example, the title should always be a compelling hook. Hooks need to be used everywhere. Like I said, they're attention grabbing. That's the goal. It's to get people to stop and intrigue them. It's also important to know that you need to know your target audience inside out because you want to be writing hooks they're actually interested in. That's the step most recruiters miss. They post hooks or content that they're interested in, not what the target audience is interested in. So what I want you to have a think about is, what is a day in the life of my target audience like? What are their struggles? What do they want? How can I help get them to what they want? Let's just say I recruit marketing managers and that's who I'm targeting. From my market knowledge, I may know that marketing managers typically struggle to get budgets approved, for example. So what I would have a think about is, how can I call this out through a hook and position myself as the person who understands them and can help them solve their problems. So a hook example for this could be marketing managers who make this one simple change are 75% more likely to get their budget approved. I know this information because my clients and my candidates have told me. So I don't need to be a marketing manager to post about that. I just need to share information that the professionals are telling me. So yes, LinkedIn personal branding is about building your personal brand, but to be honest, it's more about sharing your knowledge, your opinions, and your advice in a way which helps your audience, but also positions you as the best recruiter in the market to help them. Even when you're telling personal stories, which by the way, I highly recommend, and these will be your highest performing posts, but personal stories always need to be in context and written for your target audience as well. For example, my target audience is recruiters and agency owners. So my stories are always around starting an agency, learned throughout my journey, my wins, times I pivoted in business, etc. I'm still telling stories about me, but I'm telling them in a way where my audience would find it useful to hear them, not because it's a cool story. Fun fact, I used to compete in dancing competitions for 10 years. I don't think I've ever told anyone that publicly, but you'll never catch me posting about it besides this video. Why? My audience aren't dancers. They don't care. They will not resonate. Why would an agency client care that I won dance competitions? So can you see what I mean when I say that personal branding and content creation needs to be very strategic? It's not just as simple as posting what's on your mind or what stories are personal to you. My advice for you is that you need to be super strategic. This is a process and you can learn this process, but you need to know your target audience. You also need to be able to craft every piece of content with compelling hooks, and you need to be consistent with that as well, so you stand out and build brand awareness. So now this video is literally about 1% of what I teach during my LinkedIn personal branding program. This is a program I've tried and tested for over 2 years between myself as well as clients, and I've built my following to almost 20,000 followers now on LinkedIn and generated close to 7 figures in 2 startup businesses using the exact blueprint that I teach others. I generate 50 plus leads a month inbound through my personal branding strategy alone. The programs that I run can teach individuals or also recruitment teams, and I also run business development and conversion training programs as well. So if you did want to check out the programs that I run or to inquire about working with me, I'll leave a link in the description for you to check that out. If this video helped you, please do give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe to be notified of new videos that I post weekly. Every Tuesday I post a podcast episode and I interview an industry leader within the recruitment space, and I get their wisdom and their advice and their tips for recruiters. And every Thursday I post an educational video based on my own knowledge that I use to help recruiters excel in their career. So if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.